Hello guys, it's Dan. Welcome to my live stream. SacAnime Winter 2023 just ended. It was this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it was also the debut of my Deathscythe cosplay. This guy. So, yeah. Big Bob's props. Hello, how are you? How are you doing today, tonight, whatever time it is over there? I will say, wearing a big suit for hours, it's a workout. Definitely leg day as well. 2 a.m. Well, I really appreciate you tuning in. But it was exciting. It was so much fun. I had a great time. Um, so many people. I expected it to be very busy, and it was. Lots of big names. Lots and lots of big names. If you're fans of old school Dragon Ball Z English, Avatar: The Last Airbender, primarily those two. There are a bunch of others as well, but yeah, crazy, crazy guest list this time around. Ricky White, hi, I seen your costume with Joe and someone else's YouTube. Yeah, it was probably was it the Optimus Prime cosplay? Um, that guy goes by red.entry on Instagram. Really cool guy and really smart too because he didn't do what me and Odin and Joe did, making a Gundam cosplay. Same thing with you, Ricky. Making a Gundam cosplay to be a Gundam. He made his Optimus Prime more like an armor that a person would wear. So his mobility was incredible, obviously, because he went that route, making it a lot mobile. He can kneel. He can kneel in that thing. So his pieces weren't too big and bulky at all, but it looked really awesome. He did such a great job with it. Hello, Ace. Crazy fun day. I knew it would be for you. Deathscythe turned out awesome. Yes, it did. Thank you. Um, it's awesome being in the suit, being the one that people are oohing and awing. Being the center of attention. So many people wanted pictures, and I didn't give anyone a no, obviously, but there's times where I want to see what they see. you know, they have the best view. You know, looking out of this thing, I don't see much. So, it's all about seeing the cosplay from the outside. But yeah, I will be working on a portable stand, just so I can, when I take everything off, I can stand it all up because I want to see it too. Or I can have either Felicia or Joe wear it. Never seen him sounded like he was British or something. Okay, I'm not really sure who you're referring to, but yeah, there were not too many mecha or robot cosplays to be honest. Other than me, Joe, Optimus Prime. There were a couple of Alphonse Elrics. I really like that armor, that cosplay, and doing that one would be really cool. But I saw a couple of those. I wanted to go take pictures with them, but I just kept getting people left and right. It was fine. But no, not too many mecha or robot cosplays that I can recall. Sorry, my mind's tired from doing this con. It's hard to remember things. But yeah, the Death Scythe there's still some issues with it that some tweaks need to happen. I need to decrease the padding that I have on my shoulders because it's lifting it too high a bit, and the collar's getting too close to my Adam's apple and just like rubbing against it at times, and that's so uncomfortable. So, um, I did make some changes to it to try to lift things, but I'll remove it so it can sit back down lower. Um, I did do other improvements. I added some high strength Velcro, replaced most of the Velcro with this stuff. So nothing really came off. Well, one thing kept coming off, which kind of confuses me because of how it feels like it went on. One of the shoulder tips, the right shoulder tip, kept falling off. I don't know if it was put on wrong because I can't see or tell. I can only instruct the person to how to put it on, but that kept falling off. It's attached with magnets and it actually sets in really well. Um, yeah, this is the one that kept falling off. So I don't know. See, I actually have the shoulder right here. Yeah, it kept falling off the shoulder. How do you like my graphic? I'll show you close up. Professor G with his trademark mushroom haircut and long ass nose and mustache. I designed that myself. Wanted to pay tribute to him, creator of the Deathscythe. But anyway, the way this goes on is you slide the bottom in first, like that, and then you tilt it up until the magnets click. It felt quick. Okay. That actually is kind of a weak connection now that I'm feeling it. Alright. Let me try something real quick. Just an experiment. If I double the magnets. Well, it takes a bit more for it to fall off. Actually, it was doing quite a bit to cause that. But that is better. So maybe we'll just keep it like that. Okay. Cool. So, yeah, great, great, great reception to this guy. Um I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it was just an awesome time with everyone there, having them take pics left and right. Although, well, most people were polite, asking if they can take a pic. Some of them who had little kids would just tell their kid to just run up to me and stand there, and I cannot see them. With everything on, I cannot see them. Um, I had my brother-in-law, and nephew-in-law with me, and at least they were telling me like, "Hey, Dan, you got a kid right in front of you." I'm like, "Okay, thank you," but in my head, I'm like, "Come on, people, tell me at least." But yeah, nothing bad happened. I got smacked in the face accidentally. I was out of my suit, and I was up at Odin's booth the whole time, pretty much. And I was coming out. One of their guys were like talking to people, and he was making hand gestures. And wrong place, wrong time. His hand went boom on my face. But yeah, it was fine. It's all good. Happens to me here and there. So, hi, Yonolith. Hey, everyone. Sorry for being late. No problem. We were celebrating our second Christmas now that my younger sister is here, but now we rest. Oh, yeah, I remember you mentioning that on Felicia's channel. From the short video Felicia did, it looked like you were having a blast. It's a nice reward for all of your hard work. Yes. Yeah, I agree with that. It's a awesome feeling. Um, because that's the goal of doing any kind of cosplay. You want to show it off. You want to show what show everyone you can do. You want to share it with everyone. And this was a lot. This was sorry, Annalith. This was a fucking shitload of fun. And yeah, I'll be having a lot more fun with this guy. Hopefully nothing else like gets damaged or breaks or whatever. Which is not necessarily bad, because you want to point out the weaknesses in your suit. It's okay, Dan, you deserve this. Thank you. But yeah. So I only wore this guy yesterday. Today if you saw on Discord, I just went basic Grim Reaper Deathscythe with it, because that's what the Deathscythe represents, is Grim Reaper pretty much. So I had the helmet, the scythe, I had skeleton gloves, and then a cloak robe over me. So and plastic weathered chains on me. So yeah, that was a lot easier to maneuver in and manage. Ace, how long were you in the suit Saturday? I did 2 stints with it. I got there about 11 or so. Yeah, around there. I waited a bit to put it on, trying to see if I had to use the restroom, but apparently my body was like, screw it, just put it on. I'll wait for you. But yeah, my first stint, probably at least 2 hours. Um, I didn't. Well, I can't time it myself. Just so much excitement going on here and there, so I'm not really paying attention to time. At times, I had to call one of the three people who came with me to assist me in some ways. Most of it was helmet adjustment on my head. I had the covering. It made things a little weird, but it was manageable. The main issue was my cheeks were kind of moving the helmet. Like every time I talked, I was moving it a bit higher on my head. So I had to keep asking them to like, can you push it down for me or tilt it down? So yeah, I did that for at least a couple hours, and then had a little lunch. A couple of the guys went to go grab some food, and I want to say it was maybe a three 3 to 4 hour break, maybe 3.5, somewhere around that range. I don't think it was like it reached 4 hours, but slightly longer break than how long I wore the suit initially. I put it on again when Joe showed up, because he said um he wanted to join me and have some fun. So Yanalith, trying to find you GoPro. How large are those camera slots? I have a action camera. It's not a GoPro, but it's an action camera. I was thinking of that actually, um, but my mind was like kind of in go mode, So, you know, I remembered about it when I got there. It's like, oh yeah, I was gonna do that. Yeah, but it's fine. I did take video of um myself suiting up, just raw video, and after that, the camera kept rolling. One of the guys who was with me, like, they were just handling the tripod, the phone was on, and just filming everything. Just give me the measurements. Oh, you want me to stick a camera in here? Um, no, that's all right. I mean, that'd be cool, but I don't find it too necessary. It's all right. I don't mind a GoPro or something, action camera just sticking out of me. That's fine. I don't care. Doesn't have to be sleek or fit in with anything. See, what was I mentioning? Um, oh yeah, I put everything. I suited up again when Joe showed up. Uh, which is at least 3 hours later. And well, you saw the pics. It was just so cool seeing both of them, both Gundams together. And yeah, you guys saw it on the stream as well. Ace Eddie on the left. Besides being green with envy of Dan getting things out all weekend with the Odin gang, pretty good. Oh, yeah, she's asking how you are. Yeah, yeah, it was a great time. Saturday with the Gundam, I was stuck upstairs. um, I may try to go downstairs again. I mean, not again. Next time. Um, I was just around Odin's booth the whole time. Yesterday, that was fine. It was nice and open area. It got crowded at times, but overall, not not as much as downstairs. I'm pretty sure, which is the convention floor where they have all the exhibits where you can buy, sell stuff, and then more a little more over is where all the guests are. Yeah. And speaking of guests, um, let me see. So SacAnime Summer, which was Labor Day last year. The reason I'm coming is I got this figure at the con, and I had Christopher Sabat sign it. I don't know if you can read that. It says "Get Lost, Dan Does Junk," signed by Christopher Sabat. However, this con, Brian Drummond was there. It's over 9,000. And I just realized his initials are BAD. So it looks like it says Bad OG Vegeta. But no, those are his initials. So this figure is signed by both Vegetas. How awesome is that? Let's open it. No, I'm just kidding. I ain't a dumbass. No. Yeah, so cool. I was messing around with Brian. I was like, yeah, some bum wrote on this. I think he went by the name Chris Sabat or something like that. So yeah, it was really cool. Also, I should have threw it on the computer, but that's all right. I think I can show you here. Got a picture of with him. Oh, with the figure. Really cool. I didn't know. I thought he was like a taller dude, but not really. And you guys know I'm short, so yeah, really cool. Get the figure signed. I know the box is worth more than the figure. Oops. Yeah. Here's a closer look of the box. That's what that looks like. You really are small. Oh my god. In the suit, my head height is 6'4". There were people taller than me on my freaking Gundam over there. Yeah. There was this huge guy. I don't know if he was cosplaying as someone, but he had like over. It wasn't Mario, but he had like overalls or something. And I told him I was out of my suit. I told him like, I think you're taller than me in my suit. So then when I suited up again, when Joe was there, he came by again. He's like, "Oh yeah, you're right. I am taller than your suit." But yeah, it was a big guy. Your guy friend is 6'8". Oh my god. Yeah, that's monstrous. So I got a couple more pics to show you. Do you know who this is? Well, shoot, can't really. Sorry if it's blurry. Anyway, this guy was very, very excited to see my Deathscythe head because I said I got your buddy here, and he was like, "Oh my god!" Yeah. So who that is? Brad Swale, voice actor of Catra and Amuro as well. But yeah, I got this. I chose this picture, which I lucked out on. You know why? Brad Swale actually drew this picture. This is his artwork, his actual artwork. Um, I didn't know that. I didn't know he was an artist. But yeah, that's so damn cool. And the what it says there is you should have surrendered. If you're familiar with the beginning of Gundam Wing, Catra says that after he kills someone, kills a or destroys a mobile suit. But yeah, so I got Brad Swale. And the last one. Let's see, which one should I show? Straight face or freak out? I'll do straight face. I should have threw these on the computer. I don't have an extra cord to do so. This guy. This is David K. And that's me holding Beast Wars Megatron picture. The voice of Beast Wars Megatron. Let me see, let me grab the work. What's cool is it's in the design of like a toy or action figure. As you can see, he's the action figure in there. Yeah. And on this one, he has his signature yes on there. So yeah, really, really cool. Yanolith, I have news. I'll be going to Alien Con with my younger sister and dad in March. So I'm freaking excited. Early birthday present. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I remember you were telling me about Alien Con because I mentioned Jojo Tsukalos in one of my videos, one of my streams. But yeah, now I'm broke because I got all three of those. But yeah, Brian was cool, very chill guy. I told him you are and always will be my Vegeta. And I was showing them pictures of what I was Saturday with my Deathscythe, and I also showed Brian last year because I cosplayed as Vegeta. If you guys remember that, let me refresh y'all's memory. This was me last year. So yeah, Brad Swell was really cool. Um, he was asking like so many questions about this, what it's made of, how long did it take, and this and that, how do I wear it, and yeah, I was spent quite a long time with him discussing this thing. I told him about the Gundam lady and her Sandrock cosplay as well, and he said, "Oh, I couldn't bring up a pic because connection there downstairs on the con floor is horrible." But he said he'll look it up. But yeah, this one really excited him because it is Catcher's buddy. Yeah. So how am I feeling after wearing the suit? Well, winded, a bit winded still. Still in recovery mode from bearing the weight of everything. I mean, it's not like heavy, but well, my right wrist is kind of hating me because I can't really hold the scythe with my left hand because the shield is on there and there's a chance I could knock it off. So I have it primarily in my right hand, or I have it in my right hand or both hands. So yeah, the scythe doesn't weigh a lot, but after holding it in one hand for hours, it takes a toll. You should have worn Under Armour. It wouldn't have sweated as bad. I didn't sweat too much, to be honest. I just said that on stream. My head was, but the rest of my body was fine. Because the rest of the suit has space for air to travel. The head really doesn't, despite it having vents and stuff, which do help. Every little vent and hole in here contributes to keeping me sane rather than overheating and stuff. Even the head guns here pass through. Well, if I can see what finger will fit in the hole there. See, it's my pinky. So those are holes. I would have used our Febreze to freshen up your helm. I do plan on cleaning everything. Spraying it with, I think Felicia uses vinegar. I forget who suggested vodka as well, but either one of those I think will be fine. Do I have Febreze? I don't know. I might. No, I don't think I do. But yeah, lots of fun. Um, I feel it more in my legs because I have to lift my legs on each step. So I can't really like drag my feet. I have to actually lift them to take a step, which makes sense, especially because the feet are almost 2 feet long. So I think like one step in this counts as like 5 normal steps or something like that. So definitely leg day. Um, but yeah, this hell of a time. I can't wait for the next one, especially the next SacAnime. I think it's just their summer. I don't know if they have a spring. I have to look. I wrote down the schedule elsewhere, but Stockton Con is towards the end of February. I might not do that one. Um, Lodi Con is towards the beginning of April. Around the beginning of April, April 7th, I think. Let me see the calendar. Look at a calendar. or April 9th. Yeah, because Lodicon is just on a Sunday. I might do that one. We'll see. It's both Lodi and Stockton are close to me, so let's see. I'm getting Discord notifications. Oh yeah, on Discord, Stupid Monkey says David K is awesome. I need to get one of those yes buttons. Yeah, he was running a bit late, but was able to wait. Let's see. Brian Drummond, I was second in line, which surprised me. Kind of insulted me. I'm like, dude, it's Brian freaking Drummond. Come on. Why are you all over there? And Brad Swale, I was probably like third or fourth in line. The lines were really short. And David K, I was second. Mostly because they have a VIP line as well. But I guess they switch off between it, VIP and normal. So I just had normal pass, which was fine. Hey guys are talking about vinegar and vodka. They have a unique smell. Vodka smells better than vinegar and tastes better too. Well, non-flavored vodka is what you want to use when disinfecting. Yeah. C2E2 in March in Chicago. Start saving up now. I don't know if I will do an out of state or even out of my area con. Silicon is possible. I am a bit south of Sacramento, and I mean Odin can go to San Jose, which was where Silicon is, and I can go there too. So we'll see how that goes. Alien Con is March 4th and 5th this year in Pasadena. Oh, nice. And at least you're around there, so yeah, it's really cool when all these things happen local to you. You know, Sacramento's not far from me. Um, then all of a sudden you got all these big ass names, very popular names in voice acting in anime a bit north of you. So hell yeah, I'm going. Yeah, hour and a half drive. Okay, you said your desert area. I seriously want to meet Adam Savage. Question now. Well, I think I know the answer. I think Adam Savage is taller than me in my suit. Yeah, he's a tall dude. So he would probably be taller than my Deathscythe. I'm sure. Ugh. Yeah, my neck's still achy a bit from the collar hitting at it. So I need to make adjustments to that. Help bring the body a bit lower and maybe more forward and down or something like that. Or I can just trim away at the collar a bit. Let me see. Yeah, probably. Clearance it more. Adam Savage is 5'11". Well, that's just what the internet says. They said the late Grant Imahara was 5'7", but I stood by him and I was taller. And I'm 5'3". Well, maybe 5'4" with shoes, but yeah. So, Advexen, love the Gundam. Forget the stand. Just buy a dual Maxwell figure and recreate the end of the movie by throwing it in the corner. Huh? You mean self detonate? But yeah, the Deathscythe is to a point where it can be worn at a con, or it's acceptable to be worn at a con, to for my standards anyway. But it's still not done. Majority is done. Everything that needed to be built is done for it. You know, I do want to add some things, tweak some things, improve some things. Um, you know, scythe that lights up, uh, shield that opens and closes, sound effects. You know, lights. I don't know. It's possible. I was thinking using those LED rings or something like that to put in the thrusters. So yeah, could be possible. Should I go with like a blue with it? It's like a bluish white every time they show like the thrusters on. So yeah, I thought Adam was taller because I remember seeing. I'm trying to remember the picture of him with Odin and Joe. Probably look it up on IG. Let's see. Hmm. Yes, Yanolith, the sound effects boards are made by Adafruit, the ones that I have. So they can load about 10 sounds or so. The ones I have the 3.5 mil audio jack on them. So that makes it easy. Let's see. I'm looking for silicon pics. Oh, that's just his thing there. Oh, you're talking about for lights. For lights, they'll just be like an on-off thing. Nothing too complicated. And actually, you know what? Um, compared to Odin's Gundam, mine comes on and off a lot faster compared to his. So you need something complicated. Like what? Deathscythe Hell, right? But no, mine actually goes on and off rather quickly. Um, a lot less strappage. Let's see, the legs strap onto the posture harness, and then the arms strap onto me, and that's pretty much it for straps on the suit. Not a lot. Yes, I told you. Well, you know, it needs to happen before Deathscythe Hell. That. So I'm not making it until someone builds a Leo cosplay with a Taurus bazooka and aims it at me. So yeah, for anyone watching this in the future, if you want me to make Deathscythe Hell, that needs to happen. No promises, but yeah. Ugh. Fun times. Speaking of fun times, there were Five Nights at Freddy's cosplays. I don't think there was a Fun Time Foxy, but I did see I saw Golden Freddy over there. You need to remember, I've seen all the deaths of Optimus Prime. Battle damage panels would work. I did see that faceplate come off on your stream. I did knock the V-fin off a few times with the scythe because it's a big ass number 7. So handling that around, whatever, and at least the V-fin does come off. You know, it's a breakaway. I am gonna make a new one though, because this is just made of like high quality paper on the outside, and the back is cardboard. So the tips did get damaged. I just put some super glue on them just to fix them. Not really fix, but stiffen them up again and squeeze them so they come back together. But I plan on making another one, 3mm Sintra. Be a lot stronger that way. And I'm glad I found a template for the horns. So, so I still want to see someone making the Banshee Norn Unicorn 2. Someone mentioned, I think it was Red Dot Entry mentioned the Banshee Norn, or one of his friends did. Doing that cosplay. So could happen by someone, not by me, but by someone. And Vexen. By the way, during Felicia's stream with you and Joe, no matter what he says, Deathscythe in space, instant win because it was made for space war. Well, so was the Gundam. Because they built it in space, and it was just able to operate in space. Yonlith, only Uber's cosplay has made the OG unicorn, but I'm picky. Well, tell Ben to make Norn. Can you make this? I don't care if you want to or not. I just want to see it. And especially by you, because your cosplays are so awesome. Yeah. Actually, I think the 5 Gundams and Gundam Wing were initially terrestrial units, I want to say. I could be wrong, because they were initially, they're meant to be sent down to Earth. So, and that's where they all ended up. And yeah, I think they did have to be space fitted when they came back from Earth. So I think there was a scene with Katra and the Sand Rock, and he was having some issues with it. I know in Stardust Memories, when they brought the GPO-1 to space, that's a terrestrial Gundam. And then Ko, being the dumbass he is, swapped Nina's hand for the space specs or program or whatever. Yeah. And he paid for it. But yeah, this was just such a fun weekend. Great time with the Deathscythe. I'm pretty damn sure others were excited to see it. And yeah, also the Deathscythe Gundam itself, this one in particular, like the original, it needed to be shown some love in terms of having a badass looking cosplay. So kind of did that with it. I brought the figure as well, just to show people like it's based off of this directly, just so they can look at it and at my suit and everything. That'll be a lot better to do once I get a stand. I was looking at the stand that Odin uses for his Gundam. He's using a tripod with an extendable center, and he just put a PVC pipe over it, and then just built off of that for everything else. So I might be doing that. Um, I have a tripod that I used for my to film me suiting up, just so it's high enough. The same one I used on my reveal stream. I was using that tripod. You grab it. I was using this one. Ah, how do I unlock it? Yeah. So yeah, just so something like this, and then it extends, and then it's thin enough to put PVC pipe over it. So yeah, I can use this one for it. And then just figure out where I need to put pieces and couplings and whatever to suit my suit. To suit my suit. I was thinking of, like, for the right hand, I'll probably make a hand that has articulating fingers, but they're tight, just so I can have it grip the scythe, so it'll just stand there holding the scythe. That'd be pretty cool. Did Felicia wear her catcher cosplay? No, she didn't. She was Ty Lee again. I don't know if the cause ears and the tail were charged or were working or were found or anything like that, but no, she was Ty Lee again, and I was fine. She said she actually went downstairs and met with the voice actress, sorry. Let's see. She met with Olivia Hack. I wasn't there when she did it, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Advexen, you do need to put a side by side, because I honestly thought that one photo was the figure till I looked closer. Unbelievable paint job, sir. Oh yeah. Yeah, I pulled that from, like, me in the pose. I pulled that from my live stream, and then I took the figure and I was just trying to pose it the same or similar, and did that side by side. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Because Odin had those, but I'm guessing he didn't bring them with him. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened or what was going on, so it was fine. I really like her Ty Lee cosplay. She did such a great job with it. Um she's only one color off on it, because the petals are a darker red, which I think she has, but then the waistband is more of a red, along with the top and shoulder, whatever piece that is. But it looked fine. Looked just fine. Yesterday she had her hair, how do you call it? It wasn't braided, but it was like divided into clumps or whatever, so it kind of looked wavy as if it was braided, and that looked just fine. That worked. But today she actually had it braided, and it was a bit shorter in length, but still worked. Still perfectly fine. That she worked really hard to make that happen, and I told her the mantle she wore is technically called a gorget. Yeah, and she couldn't pronounce that word either. I was watching the stream like, it's gorget, come on. Advexen, better than the Netflix adaptation. Hopefully, real life textures get a pass. Hmm. It's Francais. Okay. Is the T silent at all? I don't know. But yeah, the last pic I posted with the three of us wearing our helmets. That was really cool. Um, okay, so Gorget, is how it's pronounced? Yeah, the way I took those pics with the three of us, I use my phone's feature where you stick your hand out and it'll take a picture. So, yay, future technology. So, it's really nice and convenient to have that kind of thing. Yeah, just everyone's so cool over there. Um, I like the crowd. You know, everyone's all hyped up, excited, dressed up as their favorite, whatever. So the Deathscythe was is a lot of people's favorite. Um, I think it's safe to say their absolute favorite is the Batman Deathscythe. That's what I'm gonna call it. um, it's not my favorite, to be honest. I'm not for. I mean, it looks too much, though. Death Scythe Hell in the original series was fine with me. Um, the Wing Zero custom with the actual wings, that was too much for me. I was like, really? Come on. I mean, I get it. It looks elegant, beautiful, whatever. It's just not really my thing. So, I mean, when they introduced Wing Zero in the original series, that's what that's what was depicted in my mind as something that should have never existed. You know, that look, because that Gundam should have never been built. It's just insanely OP. So yeah, wings are very important. Get with the program. Not if you're a mobile suit in space. You don't need such things. Maybe as armor, but that's like the only purpose. You don't need legs either. That's why they let Char out with the Zeong with no legs. Sorry, I'm just staring at the death site. It's over there. The body and skirt armor. Head's over here. I need to take a heat gun to it because it's got some wrinkles. Pull the horns off. I like that you can just do that with foam. Add some heat to it to get rid of wrinkles. So gotta be careful with it though. You don't want to melt, fry, burn your foam up. Just a touch of heat. Good enough for now. Ugh. Advexen, when you give an anime a final budget, articulated wings that crashes into the ocean. Well, you're speaking to me, who's a half dragon. You offended me. Just joking, but yeah, this is where I stand. Yeah, I understand. We all have our preferences. We may like things others don't, and vice versa. So yeah, we are free to. I think. Well, to be fair, the Deathscythe's Hell's wings are sort of like an Iron Maiden. Hmm. What if it was, and he had the spikes, and he closed it? Bye, bye, duo. But yeah, I'll be having a lot more fun with this suit. um, I'll take it to as many cons as I can. For how many years? I don't know. But yeah, I have I guess what I can do, because I keep saying I do want to do make another. Um, I'll have fun with this for now. So probably taking some break from crafting, so I can just focus on this guy. Just have fun with it. Let's see something. Okay, that lasted. Have not really inspected everything yet. Um, After a con, but there's not much I'm doing. Um, I'm posing for people. It's like the only movement I do. I don't walk around too much. You don't really wanna. you know, less wear and tear. Having to just stand still while people take pics. Perfectly fine with that. If I'm not moving, nothing has a potential of breaking. So, or wearing. Advexen, what's your vote for the next full Gundam to join you and Joe? My vote is one from G Fighter, Mobile Fighter G Gundam. Yonlet, if I ever got the chance to meet you, I would hug you so hard. Would you hug me while I'm wearing the suit? You might tip me over or something. I found out it's easy to surprise me in it because while I'm standing there and the others are helping me put it on and making adjustments, they're kind of having to push and pull me, and I'm like, oh crap, stop it, you know. But that's why I have the walking stick. Let's see what other mobile suit has a shaft type or staff weapon. I know Shenlong does. Um, just so I have something else to hold on to. Yeah. Yeah, you've done it. You were so excited and talked with the person inside the suit and asked if I could hug him. Oh, well, at least you asked. That's fine. Yeah, you just ask. Like what Felicia wanted to do with that Appa, she wanted to go and pet it, but there's a person in there. You know. And some little kids were kind of scared. You know, all of a sudden, oh, it's okay. There's a person inside here. But yeah. What do you think? Potential for that one. You know, I would have gone up and asked if I could hug them. Okay, yeah. Everybody needs a hug, and the smirk is dead on. Yeah. Advection. Scared kids means total success. No, crying kids. You know, like their parents. I think I forget if that happened with me, but um, is my picture blurry? On OBS, it's blurry. Okay, there we go. I have the magic focus touch. Yeah, I don't know if that happened with me, but I've seen it where parents like yell at their kids to go next to something to take a picture, and they're standing there crying while their parents or the mom's taking pictures. So that happens with me, then. No. But yeah, Deathscythe got such an awesome reception. It was a lot of people's favorites, so I lucked out. So I'm glad. I'm really happy with it. How how everything looks all together. Obviously, it looks great. Um, I was gonna say it feels all right in it. It's not too terrible. Um, I tend to be a dumbass, so it makes me focus on what the hell I'm doing at least. So instead of just going whatever, you know, it forces me to pay attention to what I'm doing. And I do at the things that I like and care about. Other than that, I'm a dumbass. Advex and watched a tier list for all the Starscream designs, and it's all in the color scheme, so should be a walk in the park after Deathscythe. Yeah, especially since most of the Transformers are just boxes. You know, arms, legs, the body might have some shape. I know he has the canopy down his chest. That's not hard to do. But yeah, it's just boxes. I can make boxes. This is a flat piece of foam. This is a big step already. As for making a box. So yeah, very very possible. With him, I would have to think about how to design the feet though, because it's just the thruster is the heel, and then he has just this blue wedge thing coming out as the toe. So I'll have to design that. Oh, and Yonolith, the video I sent you of that Starscream figure, my brother has that figure, and I've transformed it from robot to jet mode and back. It's not that bad. The main issue with it is clearance. Like the clearance of the parts, you have to move things around so you can move things around how they should be. But other than that, it's not too bad. Let's see. Oh yeah, and I believe it was you, Advexen. You'd mentioned that. Let me grab what I'm talking about. You'd mentioned if I was gonna do the underfoot detail in case pictures happen. Yeah, I did. This is what it looks like on the figure. That foot detail, and this is rubber, and I just cut it to the shape of it all. So yeah, there's underfoot detail. But my question to you is, in case pictures happen, what pictures? When will the under of my foot be shown? The only instance is if I fall. So yeah, if I fall, you get to take pictures under my feet now. Or if I'm not wearing it, you can just pick the foot up and look underneath. But yeah, got the detail there. But yeah, I had to think about that because I was rewatching that stream. I'm like, wait, what pictures are you gonna take where you want to see under my feet? God, stuff's falling all over the place here. He's back on. Maybe. Well, yeah. Ooh, okay. Advex and do a mashup of Transformers Prime version and just go straight up high heels. Yeah, we all know Starscream is a coward, and his look makes him look very much a fembot. It's partially the reason why I can't stand this character. Advex, and when they do perspective shots of you being a badass, because when you're Gundam, you feel like a giant. For the most part, yeah. But there are people when they ask me to take my pic, I'm like, I'm staring. My eye line matches theirs. I'm like, God, you people are tall. You know, good amount of people are 6'3", 6'4", apparently. Yeah. I mean, you saw on Felicia's live stream when she was walking under my shoulder. That's pretty much how I would look like to my suit. Because we're roughly the same height or similar. Me, her, and Joe are about the same height, like within an inch of each other. So, yeah. just wanted to talk about SacAnime and how my Deathscythe debut went, and it was freaking awesome. It was a great time. I loved being in the suit, um, being a big giant mech. So, and putting smiles on people's faces, obviously, for them to see such a thing, you know. Yeah, it was great overall. Um, let's see, I got to do my tweaks on it and tweaks, improvements. Didn't really have to repair too much. Um, yeah, not too much. Mostly like adjustments. I have brackets that hold the shoulders, and they're kind of adjustable. So I had to borrow some tools from Odin's the cosplay repair just to try to make the shoulders the same height because I think it's still off a bit. I think the right no the left shoulder is a tad lower still, so or I can lower the right shoulder as well. I might do that actually. All right. Well, anyway, I wanted to just pretty much recap SacAnime, the debut of my Gundam. At least, at least they knew what it was, because SacAnime Summer, I cosplayed as Vegeta. I got called Goku a couple times. Yeah, and then Load Icon, I did. I had Starscream, not this face, but yeah, Starscream. I got called Megatron. Yeah, he wants Megatron's position. But yeah, you think being a nerd, um, what these things are. I don't know, but I know that happens. I was not called a Transformer, at least when I wore the Deathscythe. So I was called Deathscythe, and even today when I just did like a Grim Reaper style, and I just had the head with the scythe, they so called me Deathscythe. So I did something right. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know when the next SacAnime is. Let me see. Da-da-da. I forgot where I found it. Uh, yeah, I'm not seeing it right now. I don't know if they have a spring. If they do, then yeah, I'll go. Hell yeah. I know they have a summer, which is beginning of September. So, But yeah, LodiCon may happen. Stockton Con probably not. But yeah, just want to have a ball with it. Have a blast with it. Be so cool. Being a giant mech. That's the whole point, right? So I can get tired and worn out again. And sweaty. Let's see. I should probably prep it for warmer weather, at least. So I have 5 of these fans, at least, that I can just throw in the suit. Oh, okay, that's the link I was looking for. Okay, wait, let me... When is LodiCon spring? Oh, it's in May. Okay. So I just got those two mixed up. So, SacAnime spring is April 7th and 9th. Okay. And then LodiCon is May 7th. Okay, so I just got those two mixed up. Where did you get the fans? Just on Amazon. I've I've ordered stuff for this suit, like early on, because I had certain things in mind. Um, so I probably had these for over a year. You know, I took a fat ass break building the thing. Thought about an ice vest for underneath. No. Um, I'll be wearing something thinner underneath. What I wore today, what I wore at this con with the suit, I wore gray sweats and black cotton long sleeve shirt. So at least they're cotton, so they absorb the sweat at least, and kept me a bit warm at least. Because where Odin is he's next to one of the outdoor patios, and that door keeps opening and closing. People keep going in and out of it, so that draws in cool air at times. So need to prepare for that. You know, could be nice and warm, could be cold at times. So anyway, let's see how long have I been going? Over an hour, talking about nothing. No. All right, I think I am gonna wrap up. Um, it was a success. I did not fall, thank God. I misstepped a few times. I stepped on two people's feet. When I stomp, when I take a step at times, I'm like, wait, that's not the ground. What am I stepping on? Yeah, so, but nothing too serious. Like I said, I got smacked in the face by accident. So I got handed, like right here. That's all good. This was a pure accident. Um, it was the guy who was Zeus on Felicia's live stream. He's the one who did it. Yeah, just wrong place, wrong time. But yeah, so But yeah, overall a success, and I can't wait for the next one. It'll be lots of fun. Um, I may not be live streaming a lot since I my electrician's courses started again, so I need to put my attention towards that. I have homework due Tuesday, so yeah. Let's see, what are you guys saying? Ace, definitely a success. Thanks for taking us along with the ride. Looking forward to the next suit adventures. Yeah, and I think I have enough footage and video to compile something, a video for, you know, my Deathscythe debut and this SacAnime Winter. So I'll try to put something together. Add Vexen. Person turns to see who stepped on them, sees death, goes back into their hotel and cry. If they can get away. No, yeah, they can get away because I can't run on the damn thing. So Ace video would be cool. Yeah, I'll compile something. Um, I have enough. James Schmidt, welcome to my stream. I'm building the Wing Gundam. Nice. The original Wing Gundam or the version Ka. Please say original. Please say original. That's really cool. Someone made that one as well, but I mean his looks great. Yes, original. His looks great. I would have set it up for more lift to be more leggy, but otherwise it looks great. I don't know who made it or how old it is, but it looks great. Wing Gundam. That would be cool. You gonna transform? And say you can't turn your waist 180 degrees, but maybe on the suit you can turn it. But then your knees are bending the wrong way. I wish. Yeah. Advex and single cannon always look better to me. Hmm. Are you talking about the Buster rifle? Ugh. So you're doing a Wing Gundam. I did a Deathscythe. Um, I'm drawing a blank. Dark Toast made a Deathscythe, the same one as mine, and the Gundam Lady made a Sandrock. So we're missing Heavy Arms and Shenlong. So if I did Shenlong, and I know how you are, Yanalith, with your ambitions for what you would like to see, the arm will not extend. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, the Gundam lady with her Sandrock. Yeah, I follow her too. She's following me, my build. I'm following Dark Toast as well, and Uber's cosplay as well, and he's following me. That's really cool that I got Ben's attention with this thing. Hi, Ben, if you ever watch this. Why not? Because I'm just a person in a suit. So I don't want anything too complicated. You know, you would tell me like, don't do that one. Make Ultron just because it has wings of some sort, and make both your arms extend. You can do it, Dan. Yeah, yeah. He follows me too. Very cool. Very cool. Let's see. Let me see something here. Okay, sorry, I'm just looking at stuff. Uh, Advixen, but will the wrist head flip out? Nah, personally, I enjoyed the China model from Fighter. You know, no, because I love heavy arms because of the chest assembly. Yeah, someone was talking to me about heavy arms custom. That would be awesome to see. That one's been done. I've seen it in both colorations. It's not just about. It's not all about the wings, dear friend. Really? That coming from you? I'm just kidding. I know it's the overall appearance as well. Uh, Whatever my next one would be, I don't know if I would ever, because there's so many good ones. I would probably choose something that one doesn't have a lot going on in terms of parts and stuff hanging out. You know, like my Deathscythe has, I have to deal with the shoulders and the scythe with this cosplay. Um, yeah, one that doesn't have too much going on in terms of that, and also one that still looks badass. So, because Gatling guns. I know, huh? You make them rotate. Ugh. James Schmidt. I'm doing G Self and Strike and Akatsuki. Okay. Cool. Very cool. I wasn't paying attention. How full was this during the beginning of the stream? Pretty sure it was like here or so. Yeah, very sick. Advixen still waiting for someone to have their cockpit flip open and maybe have a decal of an interior in the Gundam's stomach. Oh, Advixen. How's that? Start trying to get to focus. Sorry, my lighting is shit, but trying to. But yeah, I have a cockpit in here, and it has detail in there. Kind of see the. There's a screen, and there's the other screen, and there's Duo. He's just a paper cutout that I actually painted in terms of the colors thing. Focus. Sorry, my light's just blowing it out. Uh, I would show it closer, but then let me see. I'll be in the shadow. Oh no, you can kind of see. Just turn up the brightness on your computer. No. But yeah, so I got little Duo in there. So my plan for this is a third channel servo to open and close it, and a momentary switch, which when it opens, it'll light up the screens inside, so that way you'll be able to see him in there. But yeah, it has a cockpit. Actually, can I? I only have it taped in here, so I can actually remove it just using masking tape. Let's see. How did I attach it in there? I don't think it's glued in. Yeah, that's just tape. Okay, there we go. So I can show you what it actually looks like. There. There you go. So that's what that looks like. And you got the screen detail. There was one image that showed this view of the detail, so that's exactly what I used for it. And the scale of this is a bit small. It should be bigger, but it fit in terms of the size of my cockpit door, so I'm using it. And overall, I would say the Gundam is close to 1/8 scale to a person. So, but yeah, this is scaled smaller, but it's fine. Who cares? I got a cockpit in my body. I have a pilot. So, try to stick it back in here. There we go. So yeah, there you go, Advexen. No more waiting. You just gotta wait on me to actually make it work. But yeah, got a cockpit. No matter what, Etsy should solve it. James Schmidt, what's your preferred method of painting and brands? I always have trouble with the paint coming too thick and then at the sand the dripping. Are you spray painting it at all? I use acrylics, mainly Plat-FX paints. Right here. This is their smooth satin paint. It works really great. The only spraying I do is airbrush with this and some other acrylics too, but and I know what you mean. Even with airbrush, sometimes it gets too runny and there's drips, but that's because my airbrush experience is still developing, and I've been using shitty airbrushes. I have a better one now, and I love it, but yeah, you just gotta be very careful and patient with it. I don't recommend using spray paint because they're usually like a lacquer or enamel or whatever. So um, it will crack because that paint isn't flexible and foam is. So once like your spray paint is set on here and you bend it, you'll see a bunch of cracks on it, and you don't want that. But if you want to use spray paint on foam, I suggest you brush on epoxy resin over it. That will solidify your part more. It'll reduce flex, so that way you don't have to deal with too much flex and then it cracking. But that's a whole another process. The easiest thing is to use acrylics. Do you have automotive sprayer or like a model airbrush? I have model airbrush. Here's my setup. My little compressor, and the airbrush I use is I guess it's Master brand. They're not expensive. This one was $40 on Amazon. Um, this compressor came with airbrushes, but they're shit. I can't like this is one it came with. This is garbage. Actually, this one works so much better because it works properly. That's the main reason it works properly. These cheap shit don't do shit. So, but yeah, I use this. The scythe beam, for example, this is all airbrush. I painted it white first, brushed it on white just to get a good, nice, even coat, like 2 or 3 coats until I felt everything was even and white. And then I went in it with greens with airbrush. Um, and this is how it turned out. Looks really good on camera compared to in person. But people are going to be taking pics anyway, so make it camera friendly, which is not hard to do. See this way. You know, with most paints crack on foam because they're not formulated to flex with foam, but FlatFX is, yes. Um, most acrylic paints are flexible. Another type of paint that you can use, but it may cost more, is spray paint for polycarbonate plastic. You know, for RC bodies, the clear RC bodies. They're usually made of polycarbonate plastic, and they have a special type of paint that you can use for them because polycarbonate, you know, the bodies flex, so the paint has to flex as well. Because if you use normal like model spray paint on that and it flexes, it'll crack and peel off. So polycarbonate paints help quite a bit. I used some of it on this as well. After I airbrushed the dark areas, I went back with white just to tone it down some using white polycarbonate paint, so on foam, because that paint is flexible as well. I have some here. The one I use is a Proline brand, and it's for RC bodies. So these are meant to flex. It's the plastic flexes. Like I said, those might cost more. Maybe. Thing with those, they're already pre-mixed to using your airbrush. You just have to shake them up. You can thin it a bit if you want, but for the most part, you can kind of use them straight out of the bottle. And there are acrylic paints you can get as well on Amazon and probably other places that are already formulated for airbrush use, so you don't have to mix. Yeah, they are pre-thinned. Yeah. Now I do have some airbrush cleaner, big ass bottle. Um, you can actually use this too. I've used this just a bit in my paints when I airbrush. It works. You can use that. You can use water. Plat effects themselves. Say you can use window cleaner, which is why this is here. That's why I have that here. 50-50 mixture. I mean, 1-to-1 ratio mixture. Paint to window cleaner. So it works for some reason. But yeah, the Plat effects paints are nice. most of the paint on the suit is actually brushed on. Like the initial coat that I did, the initial painting is brushed on. I did that way because the plat effects goes on nice and smooth, and it self levels as it dries and provides a good base. You know, when I brush it on, I don't need to do multiple coats, maybe 2 or 3 at most, but sometimes just one is good enough, depending on the color. And then you can do all your other airbrush work over that. So, Ace, with acrylics, I use vodka. Seriously. Oh, okay. Dries quicker and has a slightly glossier finish. Okay. Interesting. I doesn't has vodka. Now, if you, I mean, spray paint, the only time spray paint is fine on foam or something flexible is if you use mist coats. On all of my pieces, I mist coated them with spray paint with a clear. I went over it with a few mist coats of gloss, this Rust-Oleum clear gloss, and then I went back. Uh, I went back on it with Krylon matte clear mist coat, just to kind of dull the gloss down. I went gloss first because it goes on a bit thicker, so it's creating more of a top coat layer compared to the matte. And then just to control how shiny I want it, I went back with the matte clear. But yeah, if you're gonna spray paint, you can mist coat it. Mist coating is fine because it's not like a full-on sheet of paint that you're spraying onto it. It's just particles still. So that's okay to do. Ugh. I learned that on an old airbrush farm. Okay. So vodka. Vodka. Gotcha. All right. James Schmitz. I'm gonna check out FX. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, it's a really, really good paint. I really like it. So I think that's all I'm gonna stream. Reflecting on the con, answering some questions you guys had. Can't wait for the next one, which is in April. SacAnime Spring. Excited. um, I'm so glad the weather cooperated. My God. Saturday, I have to wheel my Gundam in with 2 folding wagons. Um, and it was dry. It was not that breezy, so we were able to just go straight from the parking garage to the con. Um, just fine. At the end of the day, it did rain, but we weren't leaving yet. I did bring tarps, to cover everything in the carts once we got everything loaded. I It wasn't really raining when we left, but everything was already wet and there was some wind, but not horrible. So really, really glad the weather cooperated. It would suck if things got wet and blown away. So and at least with the tarps, they kind of held everything in the wagon. So because we were just tucking it in and wrapping it around the frame of the wagon so it can't be unraveled. Yeah. So that worked out really well. So hopefully the weather is still fine in the spring, in April. Should be. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the stream. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll be posting things on Odin's Discord and Instagram, my Instagram, dan.dom.jr, and seeing what I have in terms of pictures and video to compile a video of this event as well. So, Ace, Barbados Rex on YouTube tests paints and airbrushes. Great for finding new paints, airbrushes, and equipment. Yeah. And Joe's a good source for that as well. Advexen, thank you. Ace, take care, everyone. Hope you all have a good night. Yeah, I'm going to sleep well. I didn't sleep that much last night because the wind was just howling over here. It was so crazy and violent sounding. Like, is there a twister nearby? What's going on? Yeah. James Schmidt. Night. I just realized I am already following you on IG. Oh, okay. Alright. I'll see who you are. I probably have. You know, I've got more followers because of this cosplay, so which is great. That's fine. It's vacation time for me, so I'm gonna build some Gundam. Nice. Very cool. Sketch Schmidt _ props. Okay. Yeah, I'll check you out. Alright, guys. So, thank you for joining me on this stream. And I'll see you guys later, whenever. Either on my channel, Oda's channel, or Felicia's channel. I've been on both of theirs, actually. Geez. A start on heavy arms. Sure, it's not Deathscythe hell. Why not? James Smith, I have the file for it. Oh, nice. I do have Armorsmith Designer now, so we'll see. Alright, guys. You take care.